Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Perspective. In this video, we will be exploring the physical barriers which impact road connectivity to DBO sector from rest of Ladakh. The important points that we will cover in this analysis are as follows. The three main physical barriers to road connectivity and the historical trade route between Ladakh and the present Xinjiang province of China. But before we proceed further, let us quickly take a snapshot of the existing roads connecting DBO with the rest of Ladakh and the under construction and planned roads to further improve the connectivity. First up, you have the newly commissioned Darbuk-Shyok DBO road. Then we have the Sasoma-Saserla DBO road, which is an alternate road being constructed to link DBO with Leh. Third is the new Debsang road. This is actually new alignment of DSDBO road on Debsang plains, which is meant to give depth to this road in the DBO sector. For reference, I have named it as New Debsang Road. And finally, we have the Saser-Brangsa Gapshan DBO road. This is a completely new alignment which is meant to address some risks associated with alignment of DSDBO road. So basically, even if the DSDBO road were to get interdicted in the Margo Gorge or on the Debsang plains, we will still continue to have connectivity with the Debsang plains and DBO sector. We need to understand some key boundary lines that you will see on the maps in this analysis and all the future analysis about Eastern Ladakh. The yellow line that you see is the India-China international boundary. This is the historic boundary of Ladakh with Tibet and the Xinjiang province and also includes the Sakshuam Valley towards north of the Siachen Glacier. This line is independent of any perception of line of control by India on the ground, and this is our maximum claim line in the entire Jammu and Kashmir theatre. The red line that you see towards its west is the Chinese claim line as visible on Google Earth. For sake of this analysis and the other videos on the Ladakh sector, I have used this claim line as reference. The material available in public domain shows that this claim line broadly corresponds to the 1959 claim line of China in Eastern Ladakh. The red line further west is the line of control or LOC with the northern areas of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. LOC terminates at a grid reference by the name of NJ9842. From here, the LOC is referred to as the actual ground position line and it runs along the Saltoro Ridge. Towards north, to east of Saltoro Ridge is the Siachen Glacier, which is under Indian control, and to its west is the Baltistan region of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Coming to the main physical barriers, the DBO sector is located northeast of Leh, the capital of Union Territory of Ladakh. The aerial distance between Leh and DBO is about 145 kilometers. As we will see later, the road distance is much more than 250 kilometers. Subsector North, which is the actual military name of this sector, or Daulat Beg Old, which is what it is more popularly known as in the press and amongst common people, gives India a foothold on the Siachen Plateau. At the same time, any loss of this sector can have serious impact on India's ability to hold the Siachen Glacier, the Nubra River Valley and the Shyok Valley. There are three main physical barriers between Leh and DBO when it comes to road or surface connectivity. These three barriers are the Ladakh Range, the mighty Karakorum Range and the Shyok River. These barriers not only pose a physical and engineering challenge to road construction, but also define the alignment of road network in this region. This is the image of the majestic Ladakh Range. Ladakh Range runs north of Leh and separates the Indus river basin from the Shyok river basin. This is your Shyok river basin and this is your Indus river basin. The range is 370 km in length and runs from a point close to confluence of the Indus and Shyok river in Baltistan region of Pakistan occupied Kashmir till Dungti. Dungti is a place which is close to the Chushul sector. The average height of the Ladakh range is in excess of 18,000 feet. The range represents a major physical barrier from military perspective as it limits the movement of men and material. Any movement towards north has to happen or towards east has to happen along the high mountain passes in Ladakh range. To go north, one has to cross either the 17,582 feet high Khardungla Pass, which everybody would have heard about, or the 17,224 feet high Varila Pass, which is a lesser known pass and not generally very popular with tourists. To go towards east, you have to cross the 17,590 feet high Changla Pass. This is the pass which you take when you have to go from Leh towards the Pengongsu Lake. Now the challenge is obvious that you have only limited avenues of going from north to south or south to north or east to west, and you have to cross these high altitude passes which limits the speed of movement and the scale of movement. Not to mention that these passes become snowbound in winters and either are completely shut off or to keep them open in winters is a huge logistic challenge. Next up we have the Shyok river or the river of death as it is known in the local language. The reason it is called a river of death is because historically when caravans tried to cross the river during summer time, there used to be many deaths of men and material due to drowning and hence the name. Shyok river originates in the Remo glaciers which lie to west or rear of the DBO sector in the Karakorum range. So here you can make out the DBO sector and this is the origin of the Shyok river. As it flows south from its origin, it is met by the Chipchap river. Now Chipchap river originates in the Aksai Chin plateau and flows westward before it meets the Shyok river at a place which is close to Gapshan, which is a historical camping ground for the caravans which used to ply from Leh to Yarkand and Khotan. From here, the Shyok river flows south in a southeasterly direction and along the way two more rivers join the Shyok river. First, you have the Galwan river which has been in news for the clash between the Indian and the Chinese troops, and then you have the Changchenmo river. Now Changchenmo river originates close to Lanakla Pass, which is the historic boundary of Ladakh with Tibet and flows westward. It enters the Indian side of LEC close to the Gogra post and flows alongside the Gogra post and goes on to meet the Shyok river. The Shyok River takes a sharp U-turn close to the Shyok village and flows again in the northwesterly direction towards the LOC. En route, the Nubra River, which originates from the Siachen Glacier and flows in north to south direction, meets the Shyok River at a place called Descate, and the combined rivers move towards the LOC and cross over into the Baltistan region of the northern areas. As for its impact, any movement towards north has to happen primarily along the alignment of the Shyok River. But at the same time, the fast flowing nature of the river in summertime makes it a difficult task for road construction. Plus, you also have the risk of the river washing away any roads on either side of its bank. Next physical barrier is the mighty Karakorum Range. Beyond the Ladakh Range and towards north and west of the Shyok River lies the massive Karakorum Range. So, this is the Karakorum Range. This extension of the Karakorum Range prevents any east to west or west to east movement. In this entire range, there is only one navigable high altitude mountain pass, which is known as the Saserla. This is situated almost midway in the range and is located at an elevation of 17,753 feet, and as I said, divides this extension of Karakorum Range into almost into two halves. This is image of the Saserla Pass looking towards east. The northern half of this Karakorum range, from Saserla Pass right up to the Shakshkam River Valley, is called the Rimo Mustag. Now, Mustag is a word in the local language which basically means ice mountain. The part of Karakorum range towards south of Saserla is known as the Saser Mustag, and it runs till the bend in the Shyok River close to the Shyok village. This is the Shyok village. So, these are the main physical barriers, and they basically define the alignment of the roads and the pace of movement that is possible in this sector. And when we study the existing and the planned or under construction and planned routes, we will see how all these physical features play an important part. Just for reference, let us look at the historical trade routes between Leh to Yarkand and Kashgar, because as we will see in a subsequent video, the modern alignment of the roads that we are planning to connect DBO with Leh more or less follow the historical trade route alignment. So, this is an old historic map of the trade route. You can make out Leh, Karakoram Pass, Yarkand in the present day Xinjiang or the older Xinjiang province, and Kashgar. So, the caravans which used to ply between Leh and Yarkand and Kashgar and Hotan in present day Xinjiang province in China used to have two different routes, one for summers and one for winters. During winters, they used to travel along the Shyok River when the river was frozen. So, caravans from Leh would cross the Ladakh Range at the Changla Pass, reach Darbuk village, from there reach the Shyok village, and then move along the Shyok River, the frozen Shyok River, before reaching a place called as Margo. From Margo, the route moved to Devsang Plains, then Daulat Beg Old, and then Karakorum Pass. During summers, it was not possible to crisscross the Shyok River because water level was very high and the current was very fast. And as I explained earlier, men and animals used to drown trying to do that during summertime, and that is why it is called as the river of death. So the summer route involved the caravans crossing the Khardungla Pass and reaching the Nubra River Valley. The caravan traveled north along the Nubra River Valley till a place called Sasoma. From Sasoma, caravans turned east and crossed the Karakorum Range at the Saserla Pass. After crossing the Saserla Pass, the caravans descended down toward the camping ground of Saser Brangsa on the western bank of the upper reaches of the Shyok River. From here, they crossed on to the other side and took the route towards Margo. From Margo, then it was the same as the winter route. Now this is an image of mules crossing Shyok River at Saser Brangsa, which has obviously been taken during summers, and you can make out how fast the river is flowing and the depth of the river. The mules are almost till their neck in the water, and they have not yet reached the middle of the river. We will see in the subsequent video the actual alignment of existing under construction planned roads connecting DBO with rest of Ladakh. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.